Hey guys, it's your friend Hampton from Hybrid Calisthenics. I wanted to make a quick tutorial on how to go from a regular pull-up to a one-arm pull-up. It's one of the most famous moves in strength calisthenics. I think I've heard only like 1 in 100,000 people can do it. I don't know if that's true, but I've heard that. By the way, I'm always kind of uncomfortable showing it. I don't really like it. It always feels like I'm showing off. But first of all, I know a lot of people, they don't even want to listen to you if they don't think you can do anything. And second of all, I'm getting some athletes, especially grapplers, from Tom Bryant's page, and I think this tutorial can help them out. If you can't do a regular pull-up yet, don't worry. I have a video or several coming to help you out, and you can always just message me if you don't want to wait for them, and I'm always available to send you some advice. But to get from a regular pull-up, which is what most people are stuck on, even some very talented athletes are stuck on, to a one-arm pull-up, it's actually very simple. You use something called double progression calisthenics. You'll hear me mention that a lot. The idea is to do an exercise until you hit a certain preset goal of sets and reps under a certain standard of form. When you hit this goal, you move on to a harder exercise. In calisthenics, you shift leverage so it's not in your favor. That's how you make it harder. With weights, you add on weight. With calisthenics, we find other ways to make an exercise harder. And you just rinse and repeat until you hit whatever you're going for. So for one-arm pull-ups, if I'm going to move a little further away, if you do get to the point where you can do about 2 sets of 12 regular pull-ups, just like this. If you are more comfortable with this kind of position, that's fine too. I don't really think one is harder than the other, but I've practiced both. After you can do 2 sets of 12, nice and slow, of regular pull-ups, move your hands closer together. This kind of disables your lats a little bit and forces your arms to work harder. Get to the point where you can do 2 sets of 12 close-handed pull-ups like this. With these, it is a little easier to have your palms facing towards you, but not really because of strength, but because of the position of your elbow. So get to the point where you can do 2 sets of 12 like that. Afterwards, we're going to shift towards one-arm work. So I'll show like this. You'll grab with one arm. And you grab your forearm with your other hand, and you pull up like this. The lower the hand, and the less you're gripping with your other hand, the harder the exercise. So start off here, aim for 2 sets of 9. If this forearm is bruised, you are gripping too hard and you're not yet ready for this exercise. Either grip less with this and see if you can do it, or work these a little harder. After you can do 2 sets of 9 here, move your hand down right above your elbow here and do 2 sets of 9 there. It is a little bit harder. After you can do that, take your palm, make it flat, and just place it on your forearm like this and pull up like that and work that and use gradually less and less force from this hand. And it's kind of hard to finesse sometimes. Make sure you're leading with your other arm. Do that until you can, and then you'll slowly be able to do one-arm pull-ups. That's a very quick tutorial. There's a lot more to my method. By the way, I only work these, I do 2 sets a week. When I did it, it was on Wednesday. So I did 2 sets of pull-ups a week, but I was also working the rest of my body. If you're only doing pull-ups, which I don't know if I recommend that, you can work it 2 or 3 times a week. I think that's it. I hope that helps. It's a very quick tutorial. There's a bit more detail to my method, but if you're interested, send me a message. I'm always glad to help. This is Hampton from Hybrid Calisthenics. Talk to you guys soon.